Lefu, channel 347 coming to you from, well, the Thames. And I was just looking at the water. You can't see it, it's too dark for you, but the stars are out. And this is my pad, like, straight next to the water. In fact, my feet are under the level of the water. They're not in it because I'm in a boat. Isn't that good? Anyway, I was just looking at the water, and I was pondering. I was pondering the fact that I might have, like, I might be heard by more than, like, the follower I've got. I've got one follower, I know that. I met him 2 weeks ago, and he said, "Oh, I watched your piece 4 times." I said, "Oh, it was you." There was one with four watches on it. I thought, oh, there's 4 people watching that one, but it was all him. Anyway, what I was going to tell you, I was pondering the fact, if I was in the position of ever being listened to by more than having one avid, absolute kind of, like, star follower, one. I'm very happy about that. It's nice to have one. Some people go nuts about 50k, but I'd be nuts about 2. That'd be good. Anyway, look, I was looking at the water, and what should I do? Because tonight, well, it's clear night, and it's like, the water's like a mirror of, like, London light reflected, which is, like, yellow. That yellow you get off the street lamps. It's called up in the sky, bouncing back, and it's giving this kind of, like, bronze, oily stillness. So we're, like, sitting on an aisle, quite a thing, which is reflecting back. If I looked up into the sky, and right now there's 2 stars, just 2, sitting there, like, well, they've been there, like, they're saying, what? Why isn't anybody else out? Why? I don't know. In that direction, London direction, there's 2 stars out. That's more than that. Shut the fuck up. And as I looked up, so I was looking at the water, right? The oil of the water from the London light of Babylon, which is coming to an end. It's going to be a shock, It's going to be a shock. There's no choice about shocks now. But anyway, I was looking at the water. Let's not talk about the end of Babylon, because that's going to... No. We'll be talking about that when it happens, I guess. There's no point. We ain't listening. We don't know what's going on. Up to the skies. Those 2 stars, they're standing there like, the Twin Towers. And just as I hit them, what should pass right through the centre? Well, just to one side, actually. But still between them. It's a shooting star. And I'm going, no fucking way. Well, can I just look up at that moment, and right between the Twin Towers goes the shooting star? Well, I love coincidences, but, the programme that we're all in, because it's a programme, it's like been decided now, it is a computer programme. We're in a computer programme. Someone's controlling it. Whole lot, including the sky, the whole lot of stars and everything. Well, look, something's out in there. Got a light going. And you can't see it. You can't see it. I can't see it. And well, it was. I've been watched, right? I've been watched since the beginning. I know when I've been watched since. It was about 7 or 8 years ago when I first noticed it. If you've got any objection, right, what happens is if you've got an objection that, you get beyond a certain age, right, you still got objections, they don't like that. They're not like people who kind of get old with objections. Most people old have sat there and accepted things, but I ain't. I didn't. And it was about then I started getting watched. Well, I can write a fiction, man. Fiction's really good. I'm doing it as a fiction. It was way back then, don't worry about it. But I was. And that means that, given the direction, right, since the time I first noticed it, because everybody is. We're in a computer game, so the computer game likes to watch things. You know, we're all connected. Right? Every one of us is a kind of cell, a free cell in a computer game that's got all the bits in it, including the water, the fire, the whole damn lot. You know, if you think about it, ain't that complicated, is it? Really? I mean, it's like we just got to add the bits up. You know, it makes sense. And it would work as a computer game. It's perfect. So what I'm saying is, we've been had, right? Someone fucking designed it. Which means, you know, you might think it's God. Well, they're laughing at you for thinking it's God. Because they are, in the circumstances, God. I don't know whether you can get any of this, but there is light going on down there, and it's quite interesting from here. I think it's so dark, isn't it? Anyway, I've got I don't know. Does it matter? Oh, you can. You got a dot in there, haven't you? There's a dot of light, and it's what you got. It's not. It's red in reality. That's not red in there. It's just sitting above the Thames water. I'm gonna move the camera. I'm worried that I dropped my phone. Samsung. They wouldn't mind, but I get worried. In the water. I've already dropped to like my rudder stick. This guy got a battery. It's got a magnet. We're going to kind of dig it out. If you knew about stuff, right, you could just kind of draw it out with your hands, because you've got one in your hands, magnet. You just put it down there and you kind of like concentrate. But we don't do that these days because we don't know how to. We lost all the skills. Well, they intentionally got rid of all the skills. We had lots more skills than we got. Absolute bucket loads. Do you know how dumb we are? You know, we are so dumb now. And we got the most advanced brain, supposedly, out of everything here. And we are... you know, I was just looking at a piece of art, actually. I used to be in Newcastle College, right? I'm going to give you my story one of these days. Do you know, I know you like it here. And you're going to come back a lot, because it's going to turn into a nightclub of one sorts or another. I'm going to take over from John Peel in terms of, like, when I get my recording, broadcasting going, I'll be doing people with new music from anywhere, and I'm going to go and listen to it. Please send it to a P.O. box I supply, and I'll choose whether to play it or not. I'm going to do John Peel on it. We're going to start John Peel again. Not from the BBC. BBC's like... I'm going to do my story, because it'll make much more sense when you know who the fuck I am. Because no one knows who the fuck I am at the moment. But given the position of being in a position where I'd had, you know, like more than one not follower, one avid follower who listens to everything I say. Well, some people do. Well, why not? You know, if you like what you hear, you just follow it. I ain't normal, by the way. I just wanted to hang a second on that, so you got it. Anyway, I often lose track as well. Anyway, I'm going to be New John Peel. So, when we get that going, we're going to play new music from whoever's kind of coming up. I'm coming up musically, because I write my own stuff. That's another story. I'm doing a gig in January under the pseudonym of Arthur Arthlight. Arthur Arthlight. That's not me. Who am I? What's my name? Well, you know, Lefu. I told you at the beginning. Lefu, Channel 347. That's the character. That's me. That's me. You know, you see me every time I come. Anyway, that's me. There's lots of other characters. Don't worry about them. They're kind of like... there's two other main characters in a film I'm making. Whether they come out or not on this kind of, you know, broadcasting venture, which is... unlikely. They might do. One of them's called Buster Leary, and he's like an Italian mafia guy who's been living in London for 6,000 years. Family. He knows a bit about London, and he's from that's from what we call. He's famous for. I mean, I'm not going to do the character. I might get someone to do it, but it goes something like, "You kidding me?" That one. You kidding me? You kidding me? You kidding me? Is this guy kidding me? That one, you know, from Robert De Niro type. You kidding me? So it's like a mafia story of gangs, and he's the Buster Leary. I'm not going to go into it now. Please, it's going to take hours. And then the other one is Sergeant Detective Don Yuana. Now he's a 6,000-year-old detective. His character in his last known place was the Illuminati trilogy by Anton Deg Wilson, and then he lost he didn't know where it was then, and he turned up in Cooper's Hill Lane on Runnymede about 2 years into, and he kind of didn't know first, but when he saw Cooper's Hill he kind of recognized the name, and suddenly he realized what he was doing. So he's the other character. He's a detective. Yeah, he's been kind of, you know, on trails. Don't worry about it. It's occults, right? Secrets. When I say occult, right, I mean just what's hidden. You've got to kind of, what you've got to do with the word occult is kind of understand that it does have a place. And it is hidden. And unfortunately, you know, you can either, oh look, that's nice, isn't it? It's just a street lamp. Looks like the moon, but it's not. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. That's another subject sometime. I'm going to go, well, we don't know, over 11 minutes there. I'm going to say night. Bye.